Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Huzaifah Ahmed from Rehan's Korangi campus. Today I've got another topic with discussion with ChatGPT, which is the future of education and how technology is transforming learning overall. So let's start with it. Hey ChatGPT, today the topic of discussion with you is going to be the future of education and how technology is transforming learning overall.
Oh, that's a great topic. There's so much happening right now, from AI tutors to virtual classrooms and even personalized learning pathways. What aspect of it are you most curious about? Like how it's shaping students' experiences or maybe how teachers are adapting?
Yes, how is technology fundamentally changing and shaping the way people learn today and compared to even a decade ago? I want you to explain that
Yeah,
to me.
of course. So a decade ago, a lot of learning was still pretty traditional. Think in person classrooms, textbooks, maybe some online resources, but not a ton. Today, technology is everywhere. AI powered tutoring systems, adaptive learning platforms, immersive VR experiences. It really allows for more personalized, flexible, and accessible learning. Students can engage with material at their own pace, and teachers can track progress in real time.
What's the actual difference between technology being used as a tool in education versus actually transforming it?
That's a really important distinction. So, when it's just a tool, technology might be, say, a digital whiteboard or a video lecture. It's still supporting traditional methods. But when technology transforms learning, it fundamentally changes the dynamics. So, for example, AI might adapt lessons to a student's needs in real time, or VR might create immersive history field trips. It's a deeper shift in how knowledge is accessed, experienced, and applied.
Okay, what does research say about whether students actually learn better with technology than without it?
The research shows that technology can improve learning, but it really depends on how it's used. Studies have found that when technology is thoughtfully integrated with strong teaching practices, students often do better. However, just giving students devices without changing the instructional approach can actually lower performance. So, technology helps most when it's paired with good teaching design and purpose driven tasks.
Okay, what role is artificial intelligence specifically playing in personalizing and reshaping the learning experience of the students?
AI is playing a big role in personalizing student learning by creating tailored learning paths based on each student's progress and preferences. It gives real time feedback, adjusts difficulty, and helps teachers by automating tasks like grading. This boosts engagement, gives students more control over their pace, and supports accessibility. Though it's important to stay mindful of potential biases, privacy, and making sure teachers stay involved.
Okay, how are platforms like YouTube, Coursera, and Khan Academy challenging the traditional education system?
Platforms like YouTube, Coursera, and Khan Academy are challenging traditional education by offering free, flexible, and scalable learning. Khan Academy pioneered global access to free videos, while Coursera offers massive online courses from top universities, allowing self paced learning and micro credentials. These platforms also shift teachers' roles from being sole lecturers to guides, and they promote lifelong, just in time learning. However, engagement and completion in these courses often still depend on additional support. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a big point. While these
Now,
platforms
I
give
want you to talk about the future of the classroom. Will physical schools become obsolete or will they evolve over time?
that's a big question. I don't think physical schools will disappear entirely, but they'll definitely evolve. I think we'll see more hybrid models, students coming in for collaboration, hands on activities, and social learning, while online and AI powered tools handle some of the individualized instruction. Schools might become more like community hubs, places for creativity and connection, while tech brings a lot of the personalization and flexibility.
Okay, how does technology affect the role of the teacher? Does it replace them or empower them?
That's a really key point. Technology doesn't really replace teachers. In fact, it can empower them. By automating routine tasks like grading or data analysis, teachers have more time to focus on mentoring, building relationships, and designing rich interactive experiences. So the teacher's role becomes even more strategic and human centered.
What are the basic risks and downsides of technology driven education? Uh, the topics in my mind are distraction, inequality, and loss of quality.
The research highlights several risks of technology driven education. First, technology can lead to distraction, as students often switch between tasks, reducing focus. Second, inequality is a big issue since students without reliable devices or internet can fall behind. Finally, there's a concern about quality, as tech can lead to more shallow learning if not used well. In short, tech needs to be used intentionally with support for access and strong teaching to avoid these downsides.
How do developing countries and underprivileged communities fit into the future of tech driven education system?
In developing countries and underprivileged communities, tech driven education offers real hope by providing access in remote areas and building digital skills. However, major challenges remain like lack of infrastructure, unequal access, and the need for trained teachers. Success depends on hybrid models that combine tech with human support, local language adaptation, and long term sustainability so tech can truly empower, not widen gaps.
Now, what skills will education need to prioritize in the future that traditional schooling currently ignores and will regret later?
The research suggests that traditional education often misses critical future skills such as meta learning, how to learn, collaboration, critical thinking in ambiguous situations, digital fluency, and creativity tied to purpose. These skills are essential because the future will rely on adaptability and lifelong learning. Schools often stick to rote memorization, so it's important for learners to build these skills themselves through reflection, collaboration, and real world projects.
Now, lastly, to conclude this discussion with you, what's one thing a student or educator can do today to stay ahead of the transformation happening in the education in the near future?
I'd say one really practical step is to start experimenting with a small digital tool or platform that aligns with their goals, like using a micro credential course, trying out an AI tool for personalized practice, or joining a professional learning network. Staying curious and open to new ways of learning will keep them flexible and ahead of the curve.
All right, everyone, this was the end of my discussion with ChatGPT for today. I hope you liked it. It was really knowledgeable for me. I believe it was for you too. Until the next one, in office.